So yesterday, Pudzaru got my Chinese monthly special, and we thoroughly enjoyed it yesterday. That is 31. We thoroughly enjoyed it yesterday, but wait, there's more, because there is. We had a good portion of the, just double checking, 33 is in fact lemon juice. I'm pretty sure that's a pickle. One off. You got it.
So that's a message.
So, because we had some last night with the other stuff, and then I'm like, you know what? As I do with most of the time we have leftovers, lemon. I take a bunch of vegetables and cook them up first, saute them up first, season them up, and then add whatever our leftover is. Oh, with lemon juice on my thumb, and I slurped it. Wow, grody. Salud. I like it. Woo! Have a good have a good night's sleep, Scubble. Blah blah blah.
This is not strong coffee, hun.
Blah blah blah.
Hun, can you hear me? You can't hear me. No wonder you can't. You're not responding to me.
Okay.
Hun.
What?
This is not strong coffee. You lied to me.
I said what he said.
Did you try it?
No, he said there's a big pot of strong coffee. It was hot. There was he brewed half a gallon. He was moving it over.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Take a sip.
I did. It's fine. It is weak with the ice.
It's very weak.
It's a good thing there's lots of it for you to drink. Because there's some left after you poured yours, ain't there?
Are you just trying to get me to drink more water? Did you just make coffee flavored water for me?
No. Sir Twilight made maple bacon coffee, and I was filling up the ice, and he said, there you go, I've already got some. Just pour it over it. You've got it nice and strong.
Yeah, to be fair, he does not do coffee every day.
Dawn makes it stronger.
Anybody who drinks coffee every day makes it stronger, hon.
Well, it is watered down with ice. If it wasn't watered down with ice, it wasn't coffee for iced coffee. But you have iced coffee. Enjoy it.
Okay, I have ice. I have coffee. I don't know if I have iced coffee. It's not exactly the same. I'm not complaining about the fact that I have something. I have something. I am also saying that it is not exactly strong coffee.
Right. That said, hey, at least it's cold. It is. It is definitely cool. It is 81 degrees downstairs in the house. It is 79 outside. It is definitely not. It is definitely not 79 in our room. When you step out to that landing, it's like, oh.
I had to remember why do I have a lead?
Cat wrangling?
Did I not return that? I thought I returned that lead.
Like actual cat wrangling from the game.
That was rabbit, hon.
Oh, rabbit wrangling.
Huge difference.
Well, A little fluffy critter wrangling. I could have said hun wrangling, because I'm fluffy enough, Lord knows. Mm. Your skelly horse died, said Gran.
My skelly, your skelly horse died, and I have the lead in my inventory.
For the record,
Oh yeah!
veggie-fried lo mein with a little extra seasoning and sesame oil and fire oil. So good. So
As
good.
as I recall, I'm not the one who killed it, though.
It wasn't me.
How do you know? You don't remember what happened?
Yes, I do.
What
And
happened?
it wasn't me.
Oh, that's right. Scubble shot it.
I'm pretty sure it was the Scubble who just conveniently went to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at my inventory in a very confused manner, going, the heck? The heck? I've got to put away some of this stuff. I have an elytra in one of these containers. That's why I'm so filled up with not buildy stuff. Mm. Time to go dump crap in Pack's chest.
No. You have your own chests.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
My junk chest is almost full.
That doesn't mean you add the rest of your junk to my stuff.
Oh no. Have you ever noticed your desk getting filled with my crap as on the way to our room?
I have noticed that, yeah.
This is very milky coffee.
I did say this, yes.
By milky, I mean watery. Watery to the point that the cream is predominant.
I know. See, I don't usually complain about free anything, hon. Unless there's a significant problem with it. And I think that there's a pretty big problem with this coffee. It's not very good coffee. I like how funny you find this, though.
Like, why are there buttons and tissue in my...
In your coffee? That's a different problem entirely.
My inventory. Oh, that was good times.
I found egg 23, but all I got was this paper. I found egg 21, but all I got was this paper. I guess I could put that in the fuel. I don't even know if that burns. Does that burn?
Oh, it's just so good. When I let Midlet go potty in about an hour, I'll bring us up another piece of cheesecake to share.
That sounds delightful.
I thought I was going to get yelled at for the sharing part.
No. Not unless you get, like, share trolley.
Share trolley? Well, yesterday you weren't too thrilled about the share. You wanted your own.
Well, I wouldn't mind my own, but... I guess in here.
Half a cheesecake is better than no cheesecake. Tinkle, tinkle! Tinkle, tinkle on the amethyst. Ahem. I don't think I'm gonna repeat that statement.
Why not, hon?
I felt dirty.
You don't say, hon.
Dirty saying it. Like, oh, like after I said it, I'm like, ooh, ooh, no. Oh, crap. So many delightful things to go through.
Okay, Pretzel. We're gonna go ahead and shut you down and restart you because you keep freezing on me. Do you go in here? You do go in here.
Block of iron.
Been a while.
Iron. Beacon! I don't need a beacon. You need a beacon? Do I need a beacon?
Well, it does make building a lot easier, hun. And if you set up a beacon that you could turn on and off in your little, in your room down there, it would make it easier to take apart the wool or whatever it is you set up. If we set it up to be concrete, then it would make it so that you can insta-break stuff and completely empty that out in a hurry.
Wait, set it up so I can what? I heard you, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm
you
sorry.
asked me a question!
Well, I did. I realized.
And then you ignored? Okay, alright.
No, I didn't ignore. I heard, and it didn't process, so...
Yes,
I'm just being honest.
you would like to have a beacon because you can set up so you can insta-break your studio's stuff if you set it up downstairs. Well, it doesn't need to be downstairs, but I would suggest make it so you can turn it on and off.
Where I'm working on the thing.
Right, so when you want to clear it, you just activate beacon and you can insta-break stuff.
I have a cyan axolotl, I have a gold axolotl, I have a bucket of axolotl, I have carnation.
Or is it just this?
Excuse me.
I'm still clearing out my inventory of all the things that I brought back with me.
That's what I'm working on right now. My daggum. But it was so much fun.
I'm gonna put this in here. Oh no, that would be mob drops. Yeah, mob drops. Hmm. That makes sense. Okay, so I can put the rest of this away.
Dadgum. Ah! I accidentally closed her picture, her monitor.
Okay. Oh, it reminds me. No, no deep slate coal in there. Okay.
Easter basket. So much stuff in the Easter basket. I found 22 and all I got was this paper. Block o' diamond. Aw, yeah. The Heart of the Sea. I keep feeling like the Heart of the Sea is an unfinished Pokeball every time I look at it. Use. Oh no! Zombification!
I need a few blocks.
I blame Pack.
You just like to blame Pack.
Well, when in doubt.
You don't know what you're doing today, do you?
Huh?
You have no idea what you're going to do today, do you?
Yes, I do.
What are you planning on doing today? Because you haven't said anything outside of sorting your stuff.
Well, that's because I'm focusing on sorting my stuff. I'm going to, work on the building. Because I have a half-finished house.
Aw. I wanted to go out and find stuff.
What did you want to go find?
Stuff for your, artsy stuff.
Like, perchance.
Well, stuff to make the concrete.
So go get a bunch of clay? Is that what you're thinking?
Do you know how to make concrete?
No, I thought you needed like the different colored dirts or clays or something.
Clay is
That's
terracotta.
Terracotta. I'm fine if you had a different idea. You asked if I had a plan. I told you my plan was to work on the clays, but I can do other things instead.
Well, it's fine. Ah, there you are. Okay. If you want to work on your place, I'd be fine to do conversationalist stuff.
I just know you wanted to work on... I only knew you wanted to work on your hole in the ground.
There's a hole.
So that's why I thought, oh, well, you work on your hole in the ground. I'm gonna go to work on my house. That's where I organize crap.
Well, I've kind of been not on because I don't want to work on the hole.
I know, which is why I keep hearing, well, if Hun's ever on the server,
what
I'm waiting
does
for the
Hun...
server.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. What do you want to do? Do you want to work on the house? Do you want to work on a painting? Do you want to work on getting materials for a painting? What do you want to do? Not what do you want to do because you think you know what I want to do. What do you...
I wanted to organize my crap and work on my house.
Okay. I guess I'm Diggy Hole.
That said, next week I'll only have an hour before and an hour after. I can work on my house then if you wanted to go for an adventure now.
Because you're going to abandon me again?
No, I'm going to work with my Patreons for 2 hours on Saturday.
Oh, did you get good boots?
No, I have iron crap boots.
I thought that you got good boots from the Easter event.
I don't think so. I'm still looking over crap. No. 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 I did not. Ah!
I can work on boots for a minute.
Hey, Yim Bam. I saw you. I just realized I hadn't answered.
I do want to find something first, though. Right, let me get some of this. I kind of just... I use gold I got.
Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Dang it. Stupid tiny thing. Guess what I forgot to do this afternoon?
You didn't do your...
Stupid sinuses? No.
that you were going to do when you got up?
Yes. That.
That was so long ago.
Well, then you really don't want to know the next thing I'm about to say.
Hun,
Yes.
what's the next thing?
I've changed my mind. We don't need to talk about it.
Hun? Talk to me, hun.
I didn't get my medicine sorted either.
From like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I told you like ages ago, best way to do this is 2 days before it runs out so you're never stuck in a jam like this one.
Hey, what part of I don't want to tell you about it means holler at me. That's right. No part. Man.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Well, okay, Jim Bim's like, it's kind of funny if you think about having an axolotl in a bucket in a chest. It's kind of swimming around in circles like, when are you gonna let me out of here? It's actually sad.
I've
You
had
know
two in a
what?
chest for a while.
Yeah, I've got a chest of them. So, you know what though? Ain't that like what happens to a beta fish?
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't get to play with the others nice. You don't play with the others nicely. Therefore, you can swim in a circle by yourself and look at them from afar. I have a Smite 5 and a Mending Sharpness 3 book.
That's right, I gotta put mending in your boots. I forgot about that. So the next version of Minecraft is coming out soon, hon.
Yeah. The one that everybody fusses about?
Maybe. Black belt? How long ago? Oh, paper-wise. Oh. I don't know.
That's the thing that we went, skip it. The zombie pig farm has broken.
Well, that's one way
I was
to
gonna
test it.
say, I feel like it just broke someone. You got beard stubble in my eyeball. Yeah. So, tiny user.
1.19 implied slight. The funny thing about 1.19 is the features have been waited for so long that are actually going into it that it feels like they've already been they're like passé. Like the Warden that they've talked about for a year. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. And that's a good one. Yeah, evidently a lot of people are mad about this update. I kind of get it. They certainly didn't do a lot of... I mean, a lot of the stuff that I like in this update is the ancient ruins, but a lot of people are just like, because it's just another area that you're never going to see after you've gone there once. I like it, though, because I really like the Warden. I think it's a very interesting mob that's actually scary and difficult to fight in the game, which is different than everything they've done in the for a while.
Which you like difficult and scary.
Well, I also don't like that they keep nerfing the game and making it easier and easier and easier. This is not easier. This is actually more difficult, and I like that. But what I can see from the builder's perspective and the explorer's perspective, because the big thing that they were talking about, it's supposed to be the wilds update, and they added one biome and didn't change any of the other ones, which they were planning on doing. And they were planning on adding fireflies, and they decided not to add fireflies because they're poisonous to frogs. Which is a really weird reason, and you really gotta think about the fact that they did that.
Well, I'm like, why make them poisonous then?
Well, I think the idea, no, IRL, that there are fireflies that are poisonous to frogs. The idea is that they don't want kids who are playing Minecraft going and getting a pet frog and fleeting it fireflies.
Fleeting at fireflies.
I said fireflies. Fleeting it fireflies. I made sure to get the only one L in there.
Okay.
I did that one right.
except for the fleeting part.
Yeah, I did that one incorrectly properly.
Right. Jump, jump, jump.
Yeah, so, I mean, so on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, you could just make it so that you add the fireflies for ambiance, and you do something else with them, like, I don't know, maybe a jar that you hang down with fireflies for a really cool light source. First thing off the top of mine and every last other person on the Earth's head, I'm sure.
But then you'll have some kids playing Minecraft and killing fireflies in a jar like we already do.
Right?
I will, fan.
Exactly.
I mean, disappointed that there's no fireflies or long birch forests.
Those poor tiny bugs that nobody cares about.
Right? That are way more massive in quantity than you could ever kill off in the occasional jar capture.
And are obviously not cognizant to the point where it really matters. They're not dolphins, okay? They're fireflies.
Minecraft needs ambiance. See, that's just it. They started to give us ambiance, and then, but they go crazy with it. It's one thing to come across a really cool. Oh my gosh! Look at this amazing cave system. But just like they did with the abandoned mines, you come across them every other turn, and it's like,
Yes,
I'm
they
in a
spam.
ravine,
It's
of course
so much spam.
right? You're gonna find them non-stop.
Right. It's just like they did with the ravines, just like they did with the mine shafts. The
ravines
ravines was the big one. The ravines were the first time that I recall them ever doing that. When they added ravines to the game, you couldn't make a step anywhere in the game without falling into like 5 ravines. Because look at what we added. Which, I mean, on the one hand is cool, but on the other hand, look, I get it. You added ravines. Good job.
Right.
Now have them not show up everywhere.
Now, can we have the earth be solid and not completely Swiss cheese and giant gaping holes?
Look, we added zombies to zombies are going to go after the villagers. Now let's make it impossible to stop that. Look, we added villagers. Now there's a village around every bend.
So it feels like...
Look, we added copper.
Oh, right. And now there's... And then we rearranged all the things that you know know and love about where the things are, and just stuck copper in your face everywhere. Not to mention the fact that... like the caves and the lush caves, they are beautiful. But again...
The lush caves are more rare. I will admit that.
Rare. But now the deep caves are the next ravine.
Look, we added amethyst.
Yeah.
Look at the geodes. Look at the geode. Look at the geode. Look at the geode. Look at the geode.
So, Wolf fans.
I mean, if you actually go in spectator mode into any world ever, and you look underground, you'll see like 9 geodes around you, which are I understand that they like them and they want people to be able to find them, and they made them non-movable. You can't like take the block and like move it somewhere else to farm it, which okay, it's like the only item in the game like that. I understand that you can add some variety like that, but I find it weird that that's where they choose to put their foot down. But anyways, so they just put them everywhere, which is, you could often find more geodes than spawners, which they have not changed since the beginning of the game.
Yeah. So
But the copper is the best example of it lately because they add copper, give it 2 uses, well 3, 2 uses if you don't count aesthetic, and then it's more common than coal.
yeah. And Wolfman, you're right. I remember, like, nobody even does it anymore. Like, you can't even dig your own mine without falling to death at least 3 times in a stupid large cave. That's how it used to be. You would like pick a 3x3 or whatever size you want. You go straight down, and then you branch off and look for your different things. But I quite liked that. I had fun with that. And then cleaning it up and having a nice uppy downy, all that stuff. So they take away our ability to do like water ladders because, oh my gosh, we're breaking the game getting down to the base of our place.
Well, that's old Minecraft. I can understand that. That's like the days of Notch.
I know.
The Notch days are very different than the current days. I can't... As much as I could complain about water ladders, I cannot complain about the current team with water ladders. They would have probably left them because they understand people like that type of stuff.
Right. So, and Mini-Me, this is why so many people prefer modern Minecraft. There's so much more. I think there's a place for vanilla Minecraft. I think they're trying, like, for the longest time, vanilla Minecraft adding features was basically like, oh, hey, this is a really popular mod. We should put that in here. And now they're trying to like be unique and come up with their own things, but then they do something like, we're gonna give you fireflies, but wait, they are poisonous to frogs, so you know what, maybe we shouldn't give you fireflies. And they keep promising crap they're never going to deliver on.
Well,
I don't
but
know.
the last update, they did deliver. The last update, they followed through, and they did it spectacularly. The last update is the one that I liked the most. It's when they added the caves, and they added the depth and the height to the world. And
Yes.
I mean, the place that I'm in right now is gorgeous, and it's underground, and I love it. And it's not even as deep as you can go. It basically took one of my favorite elements of TFC and put it here, which is incredible. And then the wild update adds mud blocks. Now, they also add the ancient cities, which I still think are really cool. And they add and they add the warden, which I still think is really cool, but those were supposed to be in the previous versions anyways. So it's hard to really count that as part of the wild update because they promised it before.
Right.
And they add so in reality, when they said they were going to add their problem is that this particular update is the one that came after their best. So obviously they're not going to be able to meet anybody's expectation. I think that's one of the big problems they got right now. But on the other hand, it's mud blocks and frogs.
Yeah. I think the frogs are great though. I just like the turtles with their little eggs and that's great. But
yeah, I like the frogs.
But adding one little thing, I don't know. Maybe if they didn't keep promising so big and delivering late or little, I don't know.
I think
different.
If I was going to really assess, I think one of the biggest problems is that first of all, they're focusing on the builders. They have been focusing on the builders for a long time, which is why I am liking that they're adding the warden, because adding the warden has jack all to do with the builders. I like that. And the builders and like minor explorers. The other thing is that they're trying to focus on things that look big. They're trying to focus on things that look good to the almighty power be Microsoft guys who are probably telling them what they can actually do. When I just want a good inventory. I want things that exist better.
Yeah.
I want to take I want to have an upgraded ender chest that works kind of like what they were trying to do with that stupid bag, where you just like rotate through the items in the chest and be able to place them. You know, like they do in modded. I want a barrel that acts like a modded barrel, which is store a whole lot of things in one spot and be able to label the front of it and see what it is.
We're not asking for a lot.
I want copper to do something other than look pretty. You don't add copper, which
everywhere
is like most well-known IRL, not for shingles, but for copper wire, which is used for electrical things, and then get surprised when everyone and their grandmother asks you what if it's going to be part of redstone. Maybe you should do something with redstone and copper wire.
right.
I don't know, maybe you could make it so that you could combine redstone, copper wire, and, I don't know, wool, and make it so that you could make insulated wire that can go up walls and underwater, where you were trying to do all that focus on not too long ago.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Now, Mini-Me, I completely, wholly hear what you're saying too. She only plays vanilla. She's like, my little brain can't wrap itself around modded, and I don't think my computer can either. But they have to find a balance. There are a lot of people who are like, hey, I can play vanilla. I can't handle modded. I get that completely. And I'm not like, if I do, I'm not into a modded pack where I have to be like, unless there's somebody where I can say, okay, tell me how I build this thing, and you, oh good, you like the machines? Great, because I don't want to build that crap. I don't want to get into the guts of all that crap. It doesn't interest me. So I get you. But, like you said, they have to find a balance. And I do think it's interesting with some of the lush caves and stuff, but that's one step in the right direction for the ambiance, but a lot of times it does just feel like you're walking around an empty world. That's one of the things that's so cool about hearing the different animals and seeing the things just wandering around in TFC and stuff like that, because you're like, holy crap. And you know, and not just a bajillion cats, but just a random wild animal walking by. It's like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Not just stick goats on mountains that mean you can't, you know, climb them.
Yeah, instead of adding an animal, add an animal type. Like, add a whole bunch of wild cats. Like not cats, like wild cats. Or if you're going to add polar bears, don't add just polar bears. Add bears. If you're going to add parrots, don't just add parrots. Add birds. You know?
Even if they're not tameable or whatever, just have a toucan fly by all of a sudden. Or, you know. Now, I do think that's a good point, though, that Nita User put up for you, Mini-Me. There are some quality of life mods that you can just do, like, little tweaks, quality of life things, where you could add a little variety, a little tweak here and there to make it better. There are some, like, we're a mostly vanilla pack. We are this one right here is a lightly modded. Would you say? I mean, is there a lot of mods that I'm not aware of? I feel like this is just lightly modded.
Yeah, this is lightly modded. It's
more for just visual things and
yeah, it's all client. It's client side only mods. If that's what you're trying to get at.
Yeah. And there are some really, really basic ones that can help. That can make your experience more interesting. They don't have to all be big machine stuff. I know the trident that you gave me is the one with mending on it. But the trident that I got on the event also has mending?
Mm-hmm.
So what's channeling do?
Channeling makes it so that if you hit something with a trident during a thunderstorm, it will hit it with lightning.
Okay. Is that something that you would have put on mine?
What's on yours?
Well, that's just it. I got one there that's very similar. So there's a trident that has channeling, impaling 4, loyalty 3.
Yeah, but is there an extra thing on yours from that I gave you?
I don't know which is which. That's what I'm asking. They both have mending.
Oh. Well, just pick one that you like. Does the one that does not have channeling, does it have something else?
Well, it has impaling 5. The other one has impaling 4. It has riptide 3. The other one has loyalty 3. This one, they both have unbreaking 3.
Well, you need loyalty.
So loyalty is the one that's what makes it come back, right?
Right.
Okay. So then the impaling 5, mending, riptide 3, unbreaking 3 was the extra. Okay.
Sure.
So channeling is just something that was a bonus thing that it happened to be on mine, most likely. You didn't add it to. Okay. I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally do something dumb, like get rid of the wrong one. I'm not getting rid of it, I was just gonna, like, store it type thing.
What books in here? What books in here? Books in here. Books.
I have a stack of 64 books.
Yeah, so do I. I just need to go grab it now. I think I need it right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, great, there's an update coming. I know a lot of people have fussed about it. I don't think it deserves quite as much hate as it's getting. Because some people are, like, venomous about it. Against it. I don't know, I don't think it deserves that, but...
No, it does not.
Weehaw! There's, where that first step, it's a doozy. Yeah, when the adventure update came out, and basically we just turned, you know, beta and all that stuff, that's when I started recording my series, and I love the idea of, you know, bumping into, yeah, of crawling through a mine shaft and stuff like that. But when it gets to the point that it's just, you're trying to go through yet another ravine that you don't really want to deal with the ravine, you're just trying to get past it because you can't, you're looking for ores or something because, you know, you can't even dig down without bumping into the same one 3 times. It's just sort of frustrating when you see them now and it's just like, oh, this is so annoying.
We definitely had an interesting time in the last UHC because you dig down and
Oh my gosh, it was like
Cavern after cavern after cavern.
Right. But that's the other thing that like some people are completely focused, or like some people are like, I don't know, completely lucky, or maybe they're just put in clusters. There were some teams that just had more diamonds and they knew what the hell to do with. And then there was like my team, Badge and I, that never saw a single diamond besides like the 2 that were given to us, or the 3 that were, like, if it wasn't given to us, we didn't see it. Like, we saw no natural, we got like 2 natural gold. You know? It was just so rough to have all the, you know, but that's kind of how it goes. But we definitely had an interesting run with that, you are right. By the way, Wolfan, next month, June, is when the next UHC is that we do. Jedi Ping, I'm glad I'm not a game dev. Modded has spoiled her. I'm not, yeah, I don't know. I don't really think of myself as a huge modded fan. Or like a huge modded person. But yeah, I guess in a way. I think it's like going to be the 11th. It's been announced. And it's going to be with the vintage beef, like, Patreons. It's definitely been announced. That's why I feel comfortable saying. You don't want to start modding because you won't be able to go back to vanilla.
That's not a bad thing.
Well, yeah, Wolfan's like, ah.
I keep hearing that. I've heard that excuse for a lot of stuff, and I don't get that one. That means it's more fun. Where's the problem?
You say that like it's a problem, said needy user. That's pretty much what Pac was saying.
Oh no, I am having too much fun. Woe is me. I can't go back to the less fun version. Ah. And honestly, I'm playing vanilla right now. There's stuff to do in vanilla. If you want to go back and in vanilla, it's in modded. A lot of the time, it's about seeking a goal at the end and working your way towards it, and building the machines and the stuff, and knowing how and learning the other mechanics, beating bosses, and just playing the mods, and getting it to the end. In vanilla, it's more about building. It's more about making vanilla farms and making it your own playstyle there. It really is 2 different versions of the game. And you can play one and play the other. And I'm sorry, if you like one more than the other, then you like it.
It's okay.
And maybe at some point you'll get bored of that and go back to the other for a while. And then get bored of that and go back to the other. It's just how it works.
Now.
So yeah, I don't like that argument. I really don't.
Wolfang, you said that you won't always have access to the internet due to funds. I get that too. But unless you're playing on a server, there are a lot that you can just download the pack and you just play it just like you would.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to play the newest and the greatest. You could play a pack that's from a year ago that is well refined, is not coming out with an update every 5 minutes, and it'll work great. That's it. You're done. You could go play one of the versions of SevTech that is from, like, way back when. You could go play Blood and Bones, for goodness sake. You could play one of the old TFCs. You could... you could play one of the Agrarian Skies 9, or whatever it's on right now. There's so many Sky blocks out there that are a completely different play style. There's so many other games that has a solid book where you follow it to go through. There's been a Skyblock version. There's been a version that's kind of like you start on an island and work your way out from that. There's one where you start in the middle of a rock area and expand that out to get bigger and bigger. There's so many different versions of Minecraft that are a completely different game style. I don't like the idea that I don't want to touch modded because I'll never come back. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. You could just play modded, beat that modded series, which you could take a long time or could take a month, depending on what you went with, and then go play vanilla for a while. And then when you get sick of that, when you get sick of building your castle and going and mining your 100th block, you go back to modded again. And maybe, just maybe, you do like a vanilla plus, where you could do stuff like get blocks with something that mines the blocks for you, so that you can build easier. Something that just like enhances the vanilla experience. Like, I don't know, you could do like a client-side version, which is what we're using now. Got me going off on that. Dang it. I mean, it's not hard to get me going, but dang it, you got me going on that one. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
What were you going to say? Don't say nothing when you know it wasn't nothing. That's a lie.
I was going to agree that it doesn't take much to get you going, but then I was like, you might get fussy at me. Because it could sound...
No, I would not get fussy about that right now.
Okay. I'm just saying, it could sound different. I'm trying to be aware.
There's I like there's a lot of mods that are basically a kitchen sink mod where it has a lot of stuff in it that just enhances the experience. Like, and they have a lot of little machines that just do one thing really well. Like what I'm doing right now, collecting XP. I mean, it's so nice to have something that's continuously doing this and is collecting the XP for you, so you just go get it. I mean, there's so much stuff that they don't add to the game because modding already does it, and they don't want to make it because that's a modded thing. Okay, so do the modded thing. What else do I need on here?
Now, besides him, you know, going off and crap,
Another following.
I do get that not
speed.
everybody's going to feel the same way about things. So for him,
I
that's
think I
how
was
it
done.
is.
No. No, we're done. Okay, I just need to... I need a mending book, that's all. Okay.
The biggest thing you wish that they would add right now, honestly, is renewable sand. Yeah.
And that's something that they add a lot in the game otherwise. They add, like, sand pockets underground is something that shows up a lot. And clay pockets underground. That's a thing. That's a big thing. I've seen that in a few different mod packs. And that makes sense.
You can now get gravel with piglins, but no sand.
And I wouldn't mind if they added like a grinder type of thing to the game that allowed you to take stone, turn it into cobble, turn it into gravel, turn it into sand. That'd be nice. That's been around for a long freaking time and modded. That'd be nice to have something like that in vanilla.
We're getting renewable clay, so why not sand? I mean, it makes sense. It does.
You really are going to dump your crap here.
I'm not dumping. I'm consolidating. Like, I don't have a storage of gems. I'm truly not dumping crap. I'm consolidating good stuff.
Okay.
I've always done that, gone back and forth and put gems in. And I'm totally not stealing loaded potato.
I have loaded potatoes?
You have loaded potato.
Why would you do loaded potatoes when we have golden carrots?
I didn't say loaded potatoes. I said loaded potato. Not touching him.
Okay.
Draxolotl.
Oh. Okay. I was actually thinking maybe what I could do is take the what's this thing called? The Heart of the Sea?
Yeah. I had in mind to you too.
Finish the encasing it and have that be where the axolotls swim around inside this thing.
Oh. That's worth trying.
The only thing is I don't like how the back of this thing looks. Because it ran into that. I don't want to push all that forward because that'd be annoying. A lot of that.
How are we not drowning? Do we have turtle helmets on? No, we do not have turtle helmets on.
I just literally showed you why we're not drowning.
Yep. We've got... Oh. Same way we can see so clearly. And, like, it's so trippy. You step outside, and it's darker! This is distinctly darker than in here. Dark.
Crap.
Where's your refined ore?
I carry it.
So, like,
You should have ender chests that are in your, or you should have some things in your ender chest, and that's one of the things I store in my ender chest is refined things that I can use to build stuff, so I can have it everywhere.
I mean, like, ore, like blocks of gold, blocks of diamond.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You said build anywhere. I mean, I don't picture you building with that. So.
Well, like I needed to go get Soul Speed 3, and to get Soul Speed 3, I needed to bring gold ingots with me to the Nether and trade with penguins. It's kind of awkward to have to keep coming over here, grabbing the gold, and then going to the Nether. I just always have the gold on me.
Okay. Next, do you? You said that you got my booties.
I am making them now.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to give you the 2 things you need to put these together, hun.
Okay.
So I need you. Right? Yeah. So you take... Here, I'll put it in here. Take this, and take this.
Okay.
And now put them together.
Do they need to go on an anvil or something?
Nope. Smithing table.
Oh.
I had a feeling you had not used that yet.
Well, look at you. Wow. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, I have a cursive binding hat with protection, respiration, and unbreaking. I have an iron chest plate that's mending, protection, core, and unbreaking. And diamond leggings with mending and protection. That's what I have left.
I mean, I can go through and make all of the best gear for you. It's just a question of, do you want to do some of that yourself?
I know, that's what you said. I'm just saying what I've got. If
Okay.
there was something that you're like, ooh, I have blah, blah, blah. Excuse me.
Okay, let's start with blocks. Bomb drops. Let's go up there. Bomb drop. Bomb drop. Okay.
Right.
Why didn't you just use your pick?
Oh, because I don't have my pick on my person right now. It's normally not a problem, but underwater it takes longer.
Oh, you don't have Aqua Affinity.
Down the Nautilus. Down the heart of the sea.
There.
You got a big old slime out here. Hey, Calico. Bye, Calico. We spelled the wrong one.
Excuse me. They need to add a wood processing block to it. Yes, I love how the saw works great on what is this?
Oh my god.
The stone cutter, which is a saw, and that's it. Cuts stone, but it can't cut wood. But it's a saw. Whatever.
No! Stupid ladder boss. Stupid ladder. Once I get home and I am safe, I'm going to go let her go potty. Potty, potty, potty. And I'll come back with cheesecake.
Come back with what?
Cheesecake.
Okay. That's right.
What do you and Pack think about the stonecutter damaging you if you stood on it?
Fine.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that, because it's a saw.
You know why they didn't do that?
So that they didn't encourage kids to stand on it?
Although that is a valid point for why they might not have, because I guess the fact that it didn't kill you might have them want to stand it in real life. I don't know. But I think what they did, why they didn't do that is because people would want to use that for automation. Killing mobs.
They step on it.
I mean, oh no, we can kill mobs more automatedly.
In another way. 'Cause you totally can't do that anyway.
Cursed automation, can't have it. Oh, cursed automation, not allowed.
Yeah, probably so they couldn't use it for mob farms. Implied slight. Well, now kids think they can step on it, right? Oh. Your guess for Fireflies being canceled is that they were having trouble and used a poisonous thing as an excuse. Could be a problem. And only one version of the game. Alright. I am going to be right back. Let her go potty.
Okay. I'm gonna see where this cat leads me.
There is no automation. You must stand and suffer for your craft.
Yeah, nobody automates anything in Minecraft. Have I been down there? I don't think I've been down here. Okay. I don't know why, but that particular bit of lava looks really ominous. I can understand why they would not add it, because it's a machine. It would be something that does like a machine-like action with stonecutter. I'm sorry, it's still going through my head still right now. I can understand why they would not add the stonecutter as a thing that's like causing an actual sawing action, since it's not doing an actual sawing action, and there's no electricity or other type of motion in the game that really fixes that outside of just adding coal, which is kind of a weird mechanic that you would be using for a buzzsaw. It would also break a lot of stuff that's already in modded if they did that. There's so many versions of that in modded that are used to get the XP back easier And implied slight, that's what they would justify. That's where the people that want automation should go. And I can understand that on some fronts. They don't want automation in everything. Okay, fine. It doesn't mean don't have automation at all. It doesn't make automation a dirty word, you know? The other big one, the one that really gets my goat, is the inventory management, though. That still just... There are so many solutions in modded for inventory management. From larger chests to applied energistics, where it like sorts your items for you and lets you see them in a central location, to the one that's like the nerd's pocket clip thing. I don't remember what that one's called, where it increases your internal inventory. It like takes it and makes it like bigger all the way around, with like side pockets here and over here that do various things like that. And there's a lot of stuff like that in modded, you know. And then there's the one that I said before, which is sorry, I was reading what you guys were saying about hoiking. What was the one thing I said before? The ender chest. That is a well-known thing in modded. It's called a null void. The null void is a something that they added a while ago, which was just one block that just eliminated everything that went into it, and you could like program it so that it only eliminated a single item. So you could have a null void for cobble when you're picking it up, and a null void for stone when you're picking it up, and so on and so on. And then they decided to make it so that let's have it pick up more than one item. Okay, let's have it pick up a lot more than one item. And it's going to avoid it if it picks up too much. Fine. And then they're like, wait, this thing is actually really cool. How about, instead of just voiding it, how about we use it for building? And it was glorious what they did with that thing. You just have you just have one thing in your inventory that has a whole bunch of building blocks in it, and a whole bunch of cobble, and a whole bunch of sand, and a whole bunch of these other things. DevNull, thank you, DevNull, yeah. And that DevNull just holds all. You would just like have up to a certain amount of sand that you always have, because that's the amount of sand that you have collected for a long time. It like holds up to like 65,000 sand, and then after that it just voids it. And same with cobble and stone and all this, which in modded you can get 65,000 sand doing something. And I'm not saying that they should do the DevNull. The DevNull, the mega DevNull that they have made, that thing that I'd mentioned, that's a bit much for vanilla. I admit that. They should not do that. But they could just take an ender chest and just make it so that you apply something to it. You build something with an ender chest, Or not an ender chest. A shulker box. Excuse me. Shulker box. You take something and you craft it with a shulker box, and now you can put that shulker box on the ground, fill it with items, and when it's in your inventory, it actually lets you just scroll through the items that are in the shulker box and build with them, holding a chest's worth of items in your hand that you could just scroll through. I have no idea where I am now. Dadgummit. I was trying not to just build straight up, but... yeah, I want to get there. How the frick did I get down here? Looks like that. Yeah, that's how I got down here. Okay. This is the way out. But they are... it seems that the thing that they are most adamant against is exactly that in Blind Slight. Having more inventory. They don't want you to have more inventory. They want you to have the same amount of inventory space, but different. Which was what they were trying to do with that stupid bag. Which is the same amount of space in it's one inventory slot's worth of space, but in a bag. So you can have like 26 stone blocks and 12 stone bricks and 7 cobble and 3 gravel, as long as it doesn't add up to more than 64. But that's not what people want, man. It's never been what people want. And that's the reason why, when they came up with that idea, they got a resounding, because nobody cared. Understandably, because it's stupid. It's not, like, a good plan. And my issue with that, if this was 10 years ago, that would kind of make sense. Because 10 years ago, you had cobble, you had stone, and you had wood. You did not have oak wood. You had wood. There was no birch. There was no spruce. There was no dark oak. There was no any of that stuff. There was wood. Right? And you had dirt. In fact, I kind of have this stack right here is the old Minecraft stack, like sand, gravel, dirt, and then you have the cobble over here, and the cobble and stone is over here. This is the new section, you know. So back then, yeah, and then they added like cobblestone, or they added stone brick. And there was like 2 types of stairs. Well, 3. No, actually, I think it was only 2. And basically, there were not so many things where if you're trying to build something, this is enough space. It wasn't like so much stuff that it would be ridiculous in this amount of space. That was then. Okay? Let me put it this way. Alright, let me just put this one thing down. Back then, you had a sword, and you had a pick, and you had a shovel. right? And probably some food. Maybe you had a bucket. Now, and a stack of wood. Just from what I'm holding right now, we then have the bow, and now we have 2 picks, because we need one for Silk Touch as well as regular. We have an ender chest to access the rest of our inventory. Just that alone reduces the amount of stuff that you have. Just the number of tools that you have. And this isn't all the types of tools. If I wanted to have all the types of tools that you're supposed to have to actually get the jobs done, it's not pick, shovel, it's fortune pick, silk touch pick, silk touch shovel, fortune shovel, shears, a lead, a looting sword, a flame bow, maybe, some scaffolding, and something for building with, you know, and the hoe, which where's my hoe? There's my hoe. They just added this as a functional tool, one that you need all the time. This should be here, because you need this often. Oh, and the axe. Of course you need the axe, because although this should be like this, because technically you should be doing a sword and an axe. I combine the two because I don't want to carry both. You know? This is my toolbox. This is all the tools that I need. And there's a lot of tools that I need. And it's not even including the ones that I just kind of leave in here because we need them all the time. That's just the tools. Let's look at the number of blocks. There's got to be 10 times the number of blocks there were back then. I'm not even saying that to be like extremist. There has to be 10 times the number of blocks there was in the alpha days as there is now. When they designed this size inventory space, it has to be 10 times that. The inventory size has never changed. The only thing they've done to increase the inventory size is they added ender chests and they added shulker boxes. And that's good for general inventory storage. But if they want this to be a building game and they want you to have all the stuff on you for building, we still have this. I need a building inventory. If they want to have a building inventory, they need a building inventory. If they want to focus on building, then focus on building. Look at Satisfactory's inventory. I mean the one that gets bigger? As you progress through the game and learn new things and need more inventory because you unlocked more stuff? Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. But there's no unlock. And I can understand now from what I see as wrong. Oh, they also added one block here. What I see as if I was going to like devil's advocate to them, adding more inventory in here is not the perfect solution. All that does is add clutter. But I already came up with a better solution, and I'm not a dev. And it was not hard. I play the game. And not just the vanilla game. I play the modded game and see what the modded people have come up with because they've come up with the solutions to the problems. The funny thing is if they added all that, it would make no difference as to whether or not I would stick around playing the game. On the one hand, I can say all the things that are wrong about it, but on the other hand, it wouldn't change my experience playing the game. I would play it exactly the same way that I have. I would play it for as long as I do before I get bored with it. I don't think a lick of thing would change. So, on the one hand, I can go and complain like crazy about all the things that I see that are wrong about the game, but I can also know wouldn't change a damn thing. I would get bored with it at the same time that I already get bored with it. And that's partially because I play modded, and partially because I'm not looking to build a castle. That bad today, huh?
She didn't want to go.
Of course she didn't want to go. She never wants to go. You asked her to.
Well, she was trying to fall asleep, too.
Again? Well, she was fine last night.
And then she fucked up the spot.
Okay.
She didn't finally go, and she went to food. She didn't finally go, and she went to food and boo.
Okay.
All right. Sorry for the delay. She didn't want to go potty.
I ranted.
You're good at that.
I went off on the inventory.
Oh, yeah. The inventory is a thing. That is an understandable irritant for people.
But then I concluded something that really makes you think, hun. If they added a shulker box that you could scroll through things and like have it so that you have shulker boxes worth of building materials, right? Like they have in modded. And if they added an increased inventory and they added this and added this, I'd probably stop playing the game at the same time, go back to modded. It wouldn't change anything. Then isn't that
Wow.
sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not here to build a castle, like I just said. But they're so full. The thing that I was like talking about the most is like they don't want to increase the size of the inventory because I don't think they want to add clutter. And I can understand that. And they don't want to add. They're very stringent on a block of inventory space is 64 blocks. And I don't understand that because there's been way too much added since the beginning of the game.
Yeah. 64 is a very early game.
Well, yeah, but that's like
That.
they don't want to add, like their solution was that stupid bag.
Yeah.
The bag that holds 64 items, but it can be any item in that bag, and you can like rotate through that bag to like. It's like they're skirting around the solution without just like making the solution because they're trying to stick to their own rules that nobody wants to be their rules.
You know, you gotta wonder with a 10-year-old. Excuse me. It's not a 10-year-old game.
It's a little older than that now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta wonder. I mean, it almost makes me wonder, like, about Windows. How it almost just needs to be completely redone from scratch. Instead of just patching and updating and patching. You know what I mean? It's like...
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, the last big update, the one that added the caves and the height and all this stuff, a lot of people have basically called that Minecraft 2.0. It's basically
Yes, they do, we do, yeah.
this is like so far from the 1.0 that it's basically the next version of the game. It is legit like Minecraft 2.
Right.
So why are we still stuck in Minecraft 1's thought? Why are we still stuck in 60? You need to have only 64 items in your slot when there are so many blocks in the game now. And 64 is just a ridiculously tiny number. Because we only have 36 slots of inventory, and I could probably do 36 slots of inventory of stone types.
Right? And that's just it, though. They're
And
giving
that's
us so many more things like stone types and wood types.
That's actually,
Great.
I bet you could. I bet you if you just did types of stone, you could fill all 36 slots. And I don't mean just regular stone, because obviously that's ridiculous. You can't do that much from... Well, though, you could get pretty close. If you just use stone and cobble. Basically, any... stone, cobblestone, and refined stone, which is the cooked stone. And the crack... Wow! Regular stone... I think you could possibly... Now I gotta think about that. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold on. You keep talking.
No, I refuse. Congratulations, Steve! Steve the Climber, our very own resident genius mod. Sweet sub and savory Patreon. Alright. I gave Miglet like half a pancake and a few bites of potatoes that were left over from Moonlight's dinner. Got her hooked up with her tablet and kind of poked at her forever till she went potty. So I'm hoping we're moving, we're shaking, we're awake. Alright, we have 4. What was the first one? Sweet on 4 is going to be a chocolate covered cherry, baby. $781 stackable items, 17 shulker boxes, 41 books, max level, 27 tools, 36 combat items, or 36 with combat items, defensive and attack, 39 tipped arrows, stacked but rarely used, 63 potions, all levels, including Dragon's Breath, because it stacks, equals 1,004. That's how you got the number of items to wander around with. It made you appreciate... His rant about Minecraft made you appreciate Terraria for all of its... Even with all its faults. Like, wow. Okay, so let me roll your savory Patreon. We had a shower already. 85! 85 savory is going to be... Opa! A pickle. So we have a sweet chocolate covered cherry and then a hot and spicy pickle. They did an API for Bedrock. I bet they could leave Java behind. Yeah, I don't know about any of that stuff. So thank you. Approved. Chocolate cherry hot pickle is going to be an interesting combination.
Okay, I better get back to digging.
Thank you for my booties.
You're welcome.
a very interesting combination. Alright. Okay.
Beacon is pointless at this point, but whatever. Dang it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all this can get put away. You would see Minecraft area everywhere and be like, ah, it's just a fad. It got bigger and I was like, still a fad. You were wrong. Happy International Tea Day! Oh my gosh, now I feel like I must make some tea. I had tea this morning. It's okay. It's okay. Wow. Honestly, part of me is shocked that it's still a thing. Part of me is completely shocked that it's still a thing.
What?
Minecraft. At the same time, I mean, it's not super hard to see why. And they were really, really smart to make sure, you know, that, like, I don't know, there's just, like, it got in kids, and, you know, now every kid out there knows Minecraft and creepers and almost as much as they, you know, kids recognize a creeper almost as much as they recognize Mickey Mouse or something like that.
Maybe not. It's up there, but I don't think it's not trumping Mario anytime soon. But it's up there.
So you thought Minecraft looked stupid when you first saw it, which was on YouTube, but then you saw a certain person let's play it and was like, alright, fine, I'll check it out. It's one of your favorite games of all time. Yeah, I mean, I think in a lot of ways it resonated with people because I think really because it kind of touched all of the kids in all of us and our, it's Lego, you know? It's Lego and you're in charge. So I get that. And, you know, there were a lot of... Oh, wow, that's light gray wool. I picked you up thinking you were smooth stone.
Yeah, as I say often, as much as I mock the game, I still love the game.
Yeah.
We criticize that which we love. We just want it to be better.
That's really what it comes down to is, you just want it to be the best. You want it to, to not fizzle out and become utter crap. It came out when you were in high school. Your first impression was some kid's game and you rolled your eyes and you actually played it and was hooked. It was Legos before Legos were everything. Yeah, and you had all this control. You could just dig and run around and I had fun. My first house was a hobbit hut in dirt, and I was I was a complete tunnel rat. I dug underground all night long.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I dug underground. I dug from this side all the way over to that mountain over there that I wanted to build on top of so I could go in the middle of the night. If it was a day, I'd also make a path to it, but if it was night, I'm like, nope, I'm going down to my safe tunnel. This stuff needs to go downstairs now.
I'm looking forward to the next update, though.
All that said and done. Yeah.
I want to see that frickin' warden. I think that adds something really unique to the game, and I'm looking forward to it. And I like the idea of the LA. As long as they don't try to, like, make it so Minecraft vanilla-y that it as long as they don't try to overdo it and make it, like, non-usable.
Yeah.
Like, I like what they're doing right now, where they're making it so that it's controlled by note blocks. That's kind of smart. That does fit the game.
Sometimes you miss the feeling of playing Minecraft for the first time and how exciting it was and how cool new updates felt. They're still cool, but yeah, I know what you mean. A lot less back in the day. New stuff was neat. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. And I don't know. I think it's kind of easy to get jaded, and well, why aren't you giving us better? I mean, you only gave us this when we wanted this, this, and this. Whee! I love this stuff.
You just use your thing to go up and down.
Well, I actually would drop down to the studio and bounce.
Oh, it's the studio one.
I had to put some of the stuff away down here. It is the best bounce because you're up so high. As per PAX Rant, we had more space to stuff ratio, so we could actually use the new stuff without sacrificing the limit. Yeah, I know. We want it all, That's what it comes down to, is we want all of it. Not super stressed about taking all this crap up there, but I want to get at least the wool back down here before I end up putting the light wool back in the stone again. I went to pick up the light wool and that light gray wool. I'm like, wait. Okay, let me rephrase that. I went to pick up some smooth stone. I went, wait, that says light gray wool. The hell? Okay, now I want to compare them side to side, damn it. You know, that is so friggin' close. It's
not really
slightly
that
different.
close.
Well, it's a slightly different shape. If you don't have any stone in your inventory and you've got all these other things, smooth stone is slightly darker. Slightly bluer. You know, I'm sticking with it, so shush. 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 So...
Why does that sound like it's coming with a request?
No. It's coming with I gotta figure everything out. Hi, creeper. I'm good. Remember when wolves came out? You tamed like 3 or 4 and then struggled all the way home, hiding from mobs and oh yeah. Right? You just please don't get stuck. Please don't drown. And they did anyway. Got stuck under a bridge. Oh, into your house and drowned. The 8 best-selling Mario games of all time have sold a combined 252 million units, which includes Mario Kart, Minecraft, and over 250 million. And last year had... Oh, Minecraft is over 250 million, and last year had 140 million active players in a single month. I know, it's crazy. It's... all 8 best-selling Mario games combined over all the years are 2 million more units than just boom, Minecraft.
Thank you, Pack, with all my heart. You have helped voice some of my inner rants this day. Makes me feel like I'm not quite as crazy as I think I am some days. From Wolfman.
Now don't go too nuts. So
Don't go too nuts about being crazy?
yeah, about not feeling.
Don't go nuts about nuts?
Yeah, that. So, about the beacon.
Mm-hmm. You need to ask a question after that, hon.
How do you install?
You make a pyramid out of the blocks that make a beacon?
Because I have a beacon, and I have 4 stacks of 41 blocks of iron.
Okay.
Is that all I need for it? I'm just gonna...
You did... You know I have one set up, right? And you were just over here. You could have looked at it. It literally build a pyramid, put the beacon on top, and then turn it on by putting an iron ingot in it or something. But it needs to have skylight. I should probably mention that.
Oh, well, then it can't be in my studio.
Why not?
Can it be glass?
Uh-huh. It could be a fence post.
The worst sound to me was the freaking gas. I hate the gas sound. I hate the gas sound.
I love the gas sound. I hate when it originally came out. The broken gas sounds.
Yeah, that. Oh. Alright, does anybody know what would make it so I cannot type in a window? An internet window? Like, is there a way to lock that somehow? I cannot type in your chat. I cannot hit the knots. I can't even pull up a cursor in the send a message box. And it's been irritating me.
I do not know, hon. You hit something screwy.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Twitch because after the third refresh today, it now allows me to click. I went to answer somebody, I think it was the real Matman, who said if it wasn't Hun in the bathroom, then I'd be worried. To say, well, it could have been Sir Twilight or Moonlit.
Yep.
Yeah, I tried alt-tabbing, I've tried, in every other window, every other place I can do, just not that one. So earlier I refreshed and it didn't do jack. I refreshed again and it didn't do jack, and I'm like, oh, screw this.
This is the wrong level.
One iron ingot, one gold ingot, diamond or emerald to activate it. Okay. And it has to have access to sky.
Correct.
Reconstruction. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a key held down too earlier, Jedi, because I was scanning in the last couple weeks' art to put it up on to update my whatever, the art portfolio that's online for you guys, and everything I'm like, did I push something? Is there something leaning on the keyboard? But I could do it everywhere else. It was just his Twitch window that was like, no, you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to even put a cursor in here or click a thing. I thought, okay, well, Twitch is being twitchy. Refresh it, and it was still bugged, but I could open up another tab on the same... Yeah, anyway, I have no idea. It was annoying, however. I should probably build a base. I should build it under the ground, too. Huh? You're not super hungry, but hungry. You should eat something. Any recommendations? Fruit, PB&J, bit of oatmeal, peanut butter and an apple.
House and home.
So weird.
You should eat house and home.
I heard you. You didn't say what would pack you.
I mean, it's true.
Can the whole thing be underground except the beacon? Like
yeah. The whole thing can be underground as long as there is a 1x1 block up to sky.
And that is it directly over the beacon.
That needs to be directly over the beacon.
So we need a 9x9. Nachos! PB&J, alright. So, Pack, what do house and home taste like? Good.
Depends on which part of the house you're in.
Oh.
You be okay if I take a break for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break for a few minutes. It's my turn. You had your middle break. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. But I gotta take my break.
Good night. This thing is just meltified.
'Cause that coffee didn't do jack. I'll
Do you
be.
have more of it?
I guess I'm gonna have to have more of it. I'll be back. So, 5-10 minute break thing. Be back.
Break thing. Thing break.
Big break. I'm back. You alright?
Yes.
What happened?
Nothing.
And why are you so frustrated?
I'm having to plan crap.
Okay. Explain.
Well, I was just going to do, willy-nilly wherever I wanted it, but now I'm having to, stuff and things.
No, I don't get it. Like, you were just gonna build a house completely at random?
Nope.
So, the planning was always planned to come in at some point.
Exactly.
But you didn't want to plan.
No. No, I didn't. I never plan. I just do until I have to. And then I plan. You know me.
You plan everything.
What? Unless I'm working, and then I just do.
Like, we're going somewhere in like an hour and a half, and you're like, instead of saying, should we be ready to go at like 1 or 1:15, you're like, should we? I think from what I see, we should be leaving at 1:12, and we should be doing just fine. You plan it down to the minute. It's usually wrong, but you always plan it down to the minute.
That's because I don't factor you.
Oh, we're blaming me now. We just took a sudden turn, didn't we? That was uncalled for.
I mean, jeez. So if I do, I've got to do it here. Over that way. Yeah. Duh.
What was that? Yeah, duh.
For you? It's usually... Hurry up, we gotta get going. We're gonna go, right? You do know we have to be leaving in 20 minutes. So yeah. Duh.
'Cause I'm the only random factor in your life.
You're the easiest to blame.
That is more accurate.
So, yeah. What do you want from me? Yes. That. Bye, Steve. I try to factor in the pack factor. He's right. I do plan a lot of things. And I'm like, okay, we need to take this, this, and this. And then when I forget, I'm like, crap.
What's really great is that she tries to plan everything, but the moment she gets into the car and something is missing, it's like, that's fine. We don't need that. It's only really, really important and is going to make everything much more difficult when we get there. But I'm not leaving the car.
Oh, if it's your sunglasses or coat.
How about anything for Midlet to do?
We have stuff in the trunk. That's why it's...
That makes it so much easier when we're at like a doctor's office and she has like A magazine and just pokes at everybody the whole time because she doesn't care about the A magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that. But we can't go back into the house to get it.
No, that would take time and we're late.
Instead of leaving a few minutes earlier, knowing that if something is forgotten, can go get it.
No, if we're going to be late, we gotta move. I don't want to be late. No. No late. No late. Late mad.
It's better to be exactly on time than prepared.
Late bad. Late bad.
Unprepared worse.
Late bad.
Unprepared
bad
worse.
You take that back right this instant.
Unprepared is worse.
Now listen, Wolfman is like, you take that back right this instant. Mr. Rat, you are probably the most stabilizing thing in her life. Oh, Pack is amazing. Every time my head goes bad places, he just helps remind me how much amazing, how much better my life is. Yes.
What?
You need help?
Me? No. I'm fine. What? What? What's going on?
I was checking.
I'm digging a hole. I don't need help me digging a hole. It's digging a hole.
No, I was hearing like rattling, and I thought somebody was like shimmying through the drawers, like trying to grab a battery or something.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
So when I saw that you were not up, I'm like, yeah, can I help you? You sound very much like an organized cave woman at the moment. Late bad. Hair done. Let's go.
It's just ridiculous. Son. It really is ridiculous. She does drive me crazy with that.
Hair dry, go.
Not the hair dry go bit.
Wow. That's amazing. Get purse, go get thing done now. That's how that's pretty much how, yeah, life is like, let's go. I got things to do, let's go, and that's kind of how I treat it. And Pack's like, hold on a second. You have a minute. You're okay. Okay, so with that,
Yeah, if you could tell, I'm the more laid back one, and she's the frantic one to get the things done. Which sounds very opposite from when I'm ranting and she's calm. I hold back my fury for rants and stuff like that.
yeah, and so I'll often be like, I'm the one that's like, we gotta go. Allegedly, yes, we gotta go. Stop, stop. Alright, so I have 25 things to get done this morning. Let's start trying to get through 10 of them. Hi, Stewie.
Well, another thing, she'll say, okay, we need to be, you need to get up. I will wake you up. No, this is one, because I'll not set an alarm, because she'll say, I will wake you up at 9 o'clock because we need to get going by like 9:45 or something like that, right? And then evidently she does some recalculations somewhere in between now and then, because it'll be 9:30 and she'll wake me up and think that everything is fine, and I'm like, can I eat? Can I use the bathroom? Why are we flying and going like in such a hurry now? Why didn't you wake me up at 9? So I've learned that I should probably, unless there is, if there's like going to be something appointment-y wise, I need to set my own clock, because she doesn't like to actually follow the alarm pattern that she likes to claim.
Oi. Stuff and things happen. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then it gets harder to do the stuff and things that were planned. Oh, for Pete's sake.
What's a bathroom? It's a thing that humans need to use when they wake up in the morning.
Maybe we'll just have it sticking up. It'll be fine. It can stick up.
Is the house going well?
Oh, things are happening. Yeah, it's good. Good.
So no inspection required yet? I shouldn't come over there and take a look?
No, you should not come over and take a look.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm just saying, it's fine. There's nothing to really see at the moment. Just saving you time.
Wow, but you said that, like, adamantly. No, don't come look.
What?
Like you're embarrassed by it or something. Like I've never seen it before.
What? Would I do a thing like that? I mean...
Yeah.
Your uncle gets woken up by his 7-year-old daughter every morning with her saying, "Daddy, you gotta wake up. You gotta go to work so you can make money and pay the bills so I can live in this house." That sounds like something that she's heard her mommy say 5,000 times. And now her mommy can save her breath by sicking the kid on it. Alright.
It definitely sounds like something that she's heard from somewhere else. Kids are great imitators.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what they are in the first parts of their life. They're just trying to learn what everyone else is doing.
That.
Did you hear that Scubble wants to make a slime shop?
No. I did not.
Okay, that's actually surprising because she's been talking about it for a very long time now. But she came in today saying, Pack, guess what? I have everything for the slime shop except for the place, the name, the design, She basically has the stock. She has nothing for the actual build, but she has the stock. We got her name.
I heard you getting her name, and I'm sorry. I did know that she wanted to. I just... Sorry. Yes.
What'd you think of the name?
The ooey gooey?
Yeah, I thought a whole 5 minutes about that one.
It's a name. It's a good name.
Good save. Good save there, hun.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Nothing. Everything is... I'm... what? Oh, wow. I love that name. It's fantastic.
Oh.
I'm distracted, okay?
And I'm trying to hold a conversation.
I'm sorry. Distracted. I'm trying to figure things out and I'm not good at it. Damn it. Four. Perfect. 40. Wait. And this planning crap sucks.
Are you doing the floor that we talked about for the second floor?
No.
What?
What?
Fine. Fine.
I haven't gotten to the floor for the second floor, that's all. I'm not ignoring you and your desires for the floor that we totally discussed. I haven't done the floor, that's all. That was my answer. Did something just go boom on you?
Lag. Like
I look
computer
over.
lag. Like suddenly my blocks weren't updating. And I was like, why is everything not moving? And then suddenly I exploded.
Well, that didn't sound like a good time.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm well protected, but it was very surprising.
I bet.
She's preparing a beacon to make floor acquisition less stressful. You're still working on the beacon?
Oi! Shut it! I decided to do it underground.
Yeah.
And
I
that
know.
has caused a few snafus. Because planning...
That's what's taking planning.
Yes. I don't want it to go in the middle of my house. And it was pointed out that, you know... Michael... Wolfman snitched! That's who snitched! Wolfman is the snitcheroo.
Do you want
Nobody's
some
buying.
help?
No. Don't.
Can I
want
come
me-
help anyway?
No. I even said when you were gone. I don't want you to feel compelled to come do it for me. No. I'm doing it.
But I could help.
No.
But your husband knows how to help and is willing
No.
to be there for you.
No.
You don't want your husband to be there for you?
I would like my husband to be happy when I have done it for myself. Because I'm a big girl. I've got underwear and everything.
What was that last bit?
got on my own underwear and everything.
Okay. Had to clarify. All right.
My big girl panties are on. Is that better?
Really? You're definitely roboty too.
No. You can believe this. Exactly. I'm a big kid now.
Yeah, guys watching the stream, is it me being like, what is laggy? Is it the server?
Well, you sound a wee bit roboted to me as well.
What?
You sound a wee bit roboted as well. I don't sound robotic to them out there.
Interesting. Let's try going over to the Honey Rat server. I want to see if it's Discord or if it's like the Mindcrack server.
It's not like you're on my end on this. You're not lagging on to fourth wall. It's not laggy. Ah! What?
Yeah, you keep talking because you sound fine to me here. I have a feeling it might be Mindcrack.
Keep talking and nobody dies. Keep talking and there's no explosions. Talk, 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 talk.
Yep, you sound fine.
This is the spot. Better?
Yeah, you sound fine.
This is very exposed. 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Oh wow. A 1, a 2, 3. Now I need to go that way. Which means I really don't need to be under here at all.
Say something, hon.
Something, hon.
Okay.
Everything's fine. I'm not nervous at all. There's a big cave under our place. Did you know?
Yeah, kinda.
I don't like it. I almost didn't stay alive. Stay alive. Okay. It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Oh.
What happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
There was some unupdated water that there was some unupdated Gravel, and I went, hey, Gravel,
Oh, okay.
get
okay.
out of my way, Gravel. And suddenly the Gravel said, screw you, woman, you want to breathe, Gravel? And I wasn't happy. That's what happened.
Gotcha.
I did not like this plan. She's watching something obnoxious. And it's not her mommy for once.
Who's watching something obnoxious? What?
Midlet.
Oh. Oh.
And it's not her mommy for once.
Yes, I caught that part.
Yeah.
She watches something obnoxious all the time, though. She
I
does
know,
session
but-
with Barney and with
But this particular time it's going, ah! Like with this warbly.
I remember when we had to go to your physical therapy appointment, and it was February, and she had to show me the exact same train Christmas tree special like 15 times.
We were at your cousin's house for Christmas Eve, yes. And the next day she found it again, right away.
Oh, so she was watching that one for a long time.
That was a favorite of hers around Christmas. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what she was. That thing looks so boring too. I don't know what she was so obsessed with on that one.
It did.
Which does remind me of something. Remember one of the things we're supposed to do is not acknowledge her on everything? Because she gets obsessed on showing us everything and getting constant acknowledgement. So why is it that whenever I come over there and she's showing you a magazine, it's yes, I see. Yes, I know. Yes, I see it. Yes, yes, I know. Yes, I see. So that whenever we go somewhere, all she wants to do is show me the bra section in every magazine on repeat. And will not leave the page until that particular purple lacy bra is acknowledged.
This actually happened at the DMV.
At the DMV!
He wasn't abused. She's like holding it up. Look, you're taller than me. Do you see it?
Point being, I think need to work again on the not acknowledging everything aspect of things and say, you can look at it, I don't need to see it. You can look at it, I don't need to see it. Repeat with me, hun. You can look at it, I don't need to see it. Okay, now she needs to hear that 500 times a day, I know, but she also needs to hear chew it and swallow 500 times a day. So sometimes she chews and swallows, so it does stick a little bit eventually.
Okay. So, here's the deal, Bob. The reason you hear it over here, it's not my fault. There's
only two of you!
okay, so it's my fault. Here's the thing. I'm usually, thanks for calling me out, on autopilot over here, trying to get a few things done.
Which is why I'm trying to get the autopilot in a different program.
So, yeah.
You can autopilot. Just autopilot in a different program. Oh, come on, lag. This is ridiculous. I'm so glad I'm not caving right now. I'd be so dead. Okay, I wouldn't be dead. I'd be so getting beat up by something in a corner.
It's not my fault. Okay, it's my fault. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean... Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, well, okay.
I thought you just did that on purpose. I'm like,
No, I didn't do that on purpose.
Exactly. Can you repeat the question? So I had to pause and find a good place to do this stuff underground that would go with my house above the ground.
This is not where I logged out.
That's a lot of bad guys right in front of you. I just needed to get the initial structure, right? Measured out. Yeah, so I not only hit a pit, in moving to get out of that pit, I fell down into the cave. So it was sort of a combined 1-2 punch of That's right. I'm telling you, she is a natural born night owl. That's just all there is to it.
She is not a night owl. She just doesn't like to sleep. Because she wakes up just fine in the morning.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, she doesn't need to sleep as much. Okay, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't count. Son of a biscuit. Are you serious? Oh wait, it's supposed to be this way too.
Oh, I'm done. Okay. Man, you made... When you...
I didn't
You
do
made a
it.
sound, you stupid villager. You made me hopeful. I was back. I'm not back. I'm not back. I'm not back. I'm freaking not back. This is annoying.
Not back. He's not back. He's not back.
I'm gone.
Well, do you want to log out and you do something else? Go ahead and just switch off.
No! I wanted to do stuff here with you.
Well, we can still talk while you switch off, and I'll stay on. But I mean, if it's giving you all this crap, just don't stretch. Good night, Wolf fan.
Fine, I'll go play Satisfactory while you're there building, and we'll talk. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's fine.